Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail if you're new, and I make videos about special needs, health issues, and feeding tubes. So, first of all, if you hear a background noise, I apologize. It's really hot here, and I have my fan on in the background, so if you hear a background noise, that's what it is. So, the last video that I posted, I got a lot of comments about that I probably need to go see another heart doctor, get another opinion. What does all that look like? So, if you're new, um, I do have health issues. I'm on a feeding tube, full-time feed. And how long has it been? I don't remember how long it's been. A few weeks at least. I started having some issues with my heart. Some heart rate issues, I would say, where it felt like my heart was racing and I felt like I was going to faint. And I don't really want to be too repetitive on this part because I've talked about it a lot. But basically, got a heart monitor, and my heart doctor said I was fine and he didn't know what was wrong. And he gave me symptoms of a problem, not a actual diagnosis. Put me on some meds, and I am on the meds once in the morning and then once in like the afternoon. And the problem is I feel like the meds aren't helping me as much as I would like them to. Even with my heart rate being under a certain number, I'm still having the heart racing, the fainting, filling situation going on. And it has really affected my daily life in a big way. In ways of like, some days I take some things off of my routine that I normally do. Like, I am graduated. If you don't know, I'm 24, so I'm graduated from school, but I do have a few things every day that I or let's just say during the week that I enjoy doing. And I enjoy doing my paces. I have a ACE pace that I've been doing, not for like the sake of school, but just as something to like help with my reading and help me still, learn a few things like that. So I've been doing that like most of the time every day besides the weekend. But like some days I feel so bad that I like have to skip that. Sometimes even like, okay, here's the thing. Going to church is like really important to me. If you don't know, I am a praise singer at church. And with this heart rate issue going on, and I'm having these issues where I feel like I'm going to faint so often, I often have to sit in the back during church, like sometimes in the fellowship hall or in the evangelist quarters if we're not having a visiting preacher, so that I could put my feet up if I feel like I'm about to faint. And it's we've really went back and forth if we want another opinion. And I was trying to think about how I wanted to word this specific topic because I don't want it to sound like I'm talking bad about my heart doctor. However, I just think that I don't feel comfortable with the, well, I don't know situation. And I was talking about it today. And I have a doctor's appointment in March, and with my regular doctor, and I think that we're going to talk to her about some things that's been going on since this heart rate issue has been happening. I feel like I need a second opinion. I just think that this heart doctor I think that he's basically done all that he knows to do, and it's at the point where we got to like pass it on to a different doctor. And because of the health issues I already have, I don't want it to be a issue where something is actually wrong and we pass it off as, oh, I'm fine. I know that feeling like I'm going to faint, feeling like my heart is racing even if I'm just sitting down, is not normal. And I'm not comfortable with I don't know. So the plan is we're going to talk to my regular doctor about this, and we're going to see if I can go to a different heart doctor to get another opinion, because I'm kind of, I don't know if you would really say scared, but like nervous about not knowing what's happening, not being able to control when I'm having a bad moment. And anyways, I was talking about it with my mom today, and we're kind of like back and forth about like, is it time that we tell my regular doctor that, hey, we need a second opinion? I've talked about this on Facebook actually, and several people agreed with us that, yeah, I probably do need another opinion, because I would rather be on the safe side of the situation. It's really hard to be on the, let's just say, I guess, the side of the situation where you feel okay about it until you know exactly what's going on. And I'm not at all saying that doctors have to know everything, but when you know that something just doesn't seem right and one person can't figure it out, I feel like it's time to go to the next person. And I don't want it to sound like I'm talking bad about anyone, but I do want to make sure that my health is taken care of in the way that it needs to be, and that if one person doesn't have an answer, we can go to the next person and maybe they will. And I don't know, it's just one of those really difficult situations. And another thing that I've really been struggling with is that a lot of people have been asking me how I'm doing, or basically what's wrong and things like that, and I can't really tell them. I mean, I can tell them that I'm doing the same, but I can't be like, hey, I have this certain diagnosis and this is what's causing this issue. I mean, I have to tell everyone that's asking every single week. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have an answer. And it's a very difficult, kind of hard situation. It's it's really been a struggle. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I mostly wanted to let y'all know that I am going to be looking into a second opinion, because I do want to get an answer and hopefully find a solution to the problem, because I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it. Also, I'm sorry if I'm talking loud. Also, I apologize if I'm talking louder than I normally do. My fan is on and I'm not talking in my microphone tonight. That's why I'm being a little extra loud so y'all can hear me. But I do think that getting a second opinion is the best idea for right now. And I will let y'all know when something is decided. And I appreciate the thoughts, the prayers, every single person that watches. Be sure to subscribe if you're new so that you don't miss updates, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.